Puppetry by Tesch. Setting, modern day, the set and behind the scenes of Beck's puppet show Whatcha Thinkin. Scene 1. The lights come up on a stage designed for puppets. Devin and Clover enter.
Hey, Clover.
Yeah, Devin?
Why isn't everything able to be flushed down the toilet? I just think it'd be pretty convenient, wouldn't you say? Just put it down the toilet and flush. There it goes. Never to be seen again. Wouldn't have to worry about taking out the trash ever again.
Devin, if you put a bunch of trash in the toilet, the trash would just go into our sewers. And if the trash goes into our sewers, then we're gonna be having trashy water to drink and clean ourselves with.
But doesn't the water get filtered anyway? I mean, if you go by that logic, then we're drinking and washing ourselves with poop water.
Yes, the water does get filtered, but instead of just filtering out the little stuff, they would have to filter out a lot more things.
Sure, but I also believe that with the technology we have today, they'd be able to create a filter strong enough.
So what? We're just gonna put all our trash in our toilets and then have these super filters clean out the water the best they can? Have all the trash go into the ocean?
Well, I mean, the Earth is 71% made up of water. That's a lot of space for trash, and isn't there already a bunch of trash in the ocean anyway?
No, Let me get this straight. You're pro putting trash into the ocean?
No, I'm very much for protecting our planet. It's our home. I want to stay on it as long as possible. I'd do anything to protect it.
Then why are you saying to put trash into the toilet and flush into our sewers?
I never said that. You did. I just said flush trash down the toilet to never be seen again.
Then why were you arguing with me and...
Listen, Clover, I'm just as confused as you are. I thought you were just feeling very strongly about the ocean and protecting it, which is good for you. Power to you.
But you were arguing with me as if the trash was going to be dumped right into the ocean.
I was bringing up some points of argument.
What argument, though?
I don't know. I guess we're putting garbage in the ocean.
No, we don't want to do that. As you just said, the Earth is 71% water. If we pollute and destroy the ocean, that's a lot of our beautiful home being destroyed.
Can I ask you something, Clover?
Is it about the ocean?
Kind of.
Is it about putting trash in the ocean?
No, don't be silly. My brain doesn't go straight to mass destruction like yours.
That's not where my brain...
is how much of our bodies are made up of water?
A human body is made up of about 60% water.
Not as much as the Earth, but still pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Only an 11% difference.
I'm glad you can do the math.
Thank you. I've been practicing. But what I was trying to get at is that more than half of the Earth is made up of water, and so are we. So it's like the Earth itself is a person, needing to breathe, have a constant source of energy, and water. And all the creatures living on the Earth, they're like the cells of the body. They're helping or hurting that person. I think that if we think of the Earth like that, then we as the cells of this giant person's body need to be white blood cells rather than a virus, and we should cure the planet rather than destroy it.
That's really beautiful, and a great way to think about the world, Devin. I think a lot more people should go about their lives thinking the way you do,
what Clover says and throw trash in the ocean.
That's not what
A curtain drops as a theme song starts playing. On the curtain is a logo for Whatcha Thinkin. Scene 2. The curtain comes up, and now the puppet stage is set to a playground where Devin and Clover are laughing and playing tag.
You'll never catch me. I'm too fast for you.
Get over here, Devin. Just let me tag you. I'm tired of chasing you.
If you're tired, that's not going to change how much energy you use, whether you are the tagger or the taggee.
I'm not tired of being the tagger. I'm tired of you bragging about not being taggable.
The game of tag?
I don't know, Devin. Probably kids that were bored and needed something to do.
That's true. I'm pretty bored myself.
You don't say.
Yeah, I think it's because it's too easy to outrun you!
Oh yeah, what about...
What about what?
Nothing. Go on.
Yeah, I read somewhere that the game of tag dates back all the way to the 4th century BCE, with evidence from a Greek talking about a tag-like game. Could it be possible that the game was invented as a form of training?
How would it be training?
Agility. Teaching kids at a young age how to move fast and dodge. Or from the tagger's perspective, how to be fast and catch their prey in a way. Teaching them how to use their hands without giving children deadly weapons.
I don't think they cared all that much if children were carrying deadly weapons. I think they were more of the mentality, if they can walk, they can fight.
That's true, but my theory holds grounds, don't you think?
I guess.
Or it could be because they didn't really have medicine back then. I mean, they had their version of medicine, but it wasn't the best. Do you think tag was a byproduct of someone who was sick being a jerk and trying to get everyone else sick? And obviously, the people around him didn't want to be sick, and so they ran around trying to avoid getting touched by the sick person.
I don't know if they had an understanding of disease well enough to understand that they could be passed from person to person. Or maybe they did. I don't know.
I don't know either. I just think that there's something to think about, considering some stuff that's so common during our childhoods doesn't have the most pleasant of beginnings. I mean, remember when we found out about the ring around the rosy?
I stayed in my house for a week.
Exactly. So it stands to reason that even a simple game like tag could have a darker history than we think.
You know what I think, Devin?
What's that, old buddy, old pal of mine?
Tag, you... Whoa! Sorry about that. Hey, what's gotten into you? Devin? Tag, you're it. Devin, is everything okay? You're standing there like you just saw a ghost or something.
Am I okay? Are you okay? I saw something worse than a ghost. I saw a giant monster attached to your lifeless body. I thought you were dead.
Giant monster? Devin, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about most of the time, but this definitely takes the cake for the weirdest thing you've said. A giant monster? Are you serious right now?
I've never been more serious in my life.
Oh, whoa, more serious than that time you came up with edible objects?
Yeah, but
Your idea of everyday items, and they look completely normal and feel completely normal, but you can eat it. And then you went on this whole tangent about how specific items would taste, like how I said a chair would be like black licorice, and you were like...
Well, don't be ridiculous. A chair would obviously be like a pancake with maple syrup on it.
But I said I would want my edible objects to taste like food I don't like, so I wouldn't have to worry about eating it all and going to the furniture store every week. But you were
the
like...
whole point of them being edible was so that you would and could eat it. What were we talking about again?
Edible things.
No, before that.
How the game of tag came to be?
No, after that.
Putting garbage in the toilet?
Clover! That was the cold open. I'm trying to remember what we were talking about before we were talking about edible items and after we were talking about playing tag and you fell off. Fell out. I don't know, but you fell, and then out of nowhere there was this big monster appeared, and it had so much hair. It had hair, big curly black hair on its head, its face.
Devin, I don't know what you saw, but look at me. I'm completely fine. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Look, I don't know what I saw either, but I saw something, and it's down there.
That's the ground, Devin. Nothing but a solid floor underneath us. Devin, even if I were to believe you, what would I do? This thing you're talking about is attached to me, and as far as I can see, I can't see them.
Try to get it off of you.
How?
I don't know, but
What if, once we disconnect from these things, we cease to exist? It's possible.
Well, I don't want that to be true.
I'm not saying I want it to be true either, but when you follow someone else's plans, and it means life or death, what other choice do you have?
Clover, this got really dark.
Yes, it did, Devin. Yes, it did.
I think we should end it there.
We want to end today on that note?
Sorry, everyone. We'll see you next time. Remember to keep thinking.
Today, though, I think we learned to not think too hard.
Agreed.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
The theme song for Whatcha Thinkin starts playing. Devin and Clover wave goodbye to the audience as the curtain is dropping. Scene 3. The curtain comes back up to reveal what looks like a backstage area. We see Beck putting Clover away, tossing them into a duffel bag. We also see Nick doing some touch-ups on Devin.
What was that?
What was what?
What do you mean, what was what? What was that, Nicholas?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't know what happened. I sort of let the moment take me. It's all improv, so I yes and look, I know it went a little bit off the rails, but sometimes that's just what happens with improvisation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes.
But not like this.
What was I supposed to do? Just ignore that we all saw you?
Yes! God, that was so embarrassing. And on top of that, you wouldn't let it go, so I just had to keep going with it. This is a family-friendly show, Nick. I know we gear a little more towards adults sometimes, but now you just traumatize the kid. A giant monster control.
I tried to make it a part of the show, okay?
I understand where you're coming from. Just next time, don't do that. Like, I was already feeling horrible for accidentally falling off the stage, but then you keep going on about seeing this monster, which, first off, rude, and second, I literally felt my body disintegrating from the inside from how awkward it was.
I get it. I'm sorry.
Please, just don't ever do that again.
One wrong move and it's the end of the world. Look, I talked with some people after the show, and just like I thought would happen, they all thought that it was part of the show. I mean, they thought it was weird, for sure. But they thought that it was all part of it.
I really don't care.
Okay. Whatever. Hey, not to change the subject, but totally changing the subject. Hypothetically, if a friend or even say a coworker was possibly getting kicked out of their current living situation and they needed a place to crash, would you, or maybe someone you know, be in the position to host said person?
I mean, I live in a studio apartment with my kid. Why?
You got a couch or something where, like, if somebody needed to crash, they could?
What don't you get about a studio apartment where two people, one of whom is a child, are already crammed in?
I don't know.
What's wrong with your current one?
Nothing really right now. It's just them threatening to kick me out. I know they won't, but I like to figure out backup plans, just in case.
Why would they kick you out? Who do you live with?
What?
Who are the people you live with that are going to kick you out?
You don't really need to know. I was just asking a question. Didn't need to get into this whole conversation.
What do you expect if I say yes? Just sure, move in whenever you want, and that would just be that?
Just a simple yes or no. It would have sufficed.
Who do you live with?
You don't need to know.
I told you who I live with.
And that's on you. I just
don't need to
asked
be all
what you
defensive
would
about it. I just want to know if I were to have you living with me, which you're not, but if you were to, I would like to know why.
Like I said, the current people that I'm living with are threatening to throw me out.
And what is the reason?
I don't appreciate their help enough.
So who do you live with that would kick you out for hurting their feelings a little?
I don't want to tell you.
Come on.
My parents.
Listen, it's okay that you live with your parents. It's understandable nowadays. Not to mention, you're still pretty young. It's okay. What's crazy is that your parents are throwing you out.
And cutting support.
And cutting support? I need more.
No, you don't need to know.
Yes, I do. I need the context so I know whose side to be on. Trust me, I want to be on your side, but you gotta sell me on this.
I don't have a choice, do I?
So either you just tell me, or I'm gonna keep bothering you until you do.
So tell me.
No, not really.
Fine. How much do you know?
I really don't know anything about your life besides the basics.
Okay, well, my mom is a school counselor, and my dad is a brewer.
Okay.
So when I found success in puppeteering at a fairly young age, they were very helpful and supportive. But at the same time, it was like they knew as much as I did, but I guess they had, or they have, I guess they still have, an adult brain to be able to figure things out better. So here we are. We're starting off at the same level, then maybe just a little ahead of me because, you know, adult brain and stuff. But then I was the one taking classes. And I was doing all the training, and I went to college for it. I got my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Puppet Arts, and what do they got?
Skills in counseling and brewing.
Exactly! So they don't know everything that goes on in my profession.
So where is this going?
They don't know as much as I do, and yet they give me their opinions and their advice as if they are the masters of this stuff. And I don't know what I'm doing. And as you know, although the show is great, it doesn't pay the bills.
You're telling me.
So I am continuously auditioning, and I've even begun writing my own shows, and I've been trying to get those on their feet.
Okay, yeah, you need those other sources of income, and it's good you're spreading your horizon rather than just sticking with puppeteering and struggling to find work, because you can only do that.
My thoughts exactly. So they, however, don't see it that way. They see it as totally giving up on it. And that's not even mentioning how they love to give me feedback on my auditions and anything that I post on social media.
What do they say?
They give me really just basic notes on anything I post. They say why they don't like it.
I mean, what are you posting?
You don't follow me?
No, why would I follow an employee?
I follow you. Anyways, they expect me to take their notes as facts and apply it.
I do think they're just trying to help, whether you see it or not. They want you to succeed, but you're also an adult and an expert in your field. Maybe not an expert, but you know what you're doing. So you should be able to make the decision yourself.
They insist that whatever they say is what I should be doing. I've been trying to set boundaries with them because I don't want them to be my management team. I want them to be my parents.
I feel like that's reasonable.
But instead of them respecting my boundaries, they're taking it as if I don't appreciate their help. And if I don't appreciate their help, then they shouldn't help me anymore.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's just my life.
Well, I don't think someone should live like that. But you can't live with me either.
Blackout. Scene 4. Lights come up and we see the curtain with the Whatcha Thinkin logo, and the theme song is playing. The curtain rises, and we see Devin just observing his own movements, watching his arms and hands move, watching them jump up and down, even just opening and closing his mouth and feeling the movements with his hands. Clover enters in and watches Devin for a bit in confusion.
What are you doing?
Ah! Clover! Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just, observing my body and how amazing it is.
The body is pretty cool.
Like, to think of it all as a massive chain reaction. Your brain, therefore, you think of something to do with your body, like, you wave your hand, and then your brain sends signals through your body to all the skin and muscles and bones and even the atoms that it takes to accomplish what we would consider minimal or maybe unthinkable, if you will, natural even. Yet it takes so much to accomplish.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly! It took teams of people to accomplish specific tasks and create a beautiful city. Have you ever been to Rome, Clover?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I couldn't recommend it enough.
You've never recommended it.
Exactly. I haven't recommended it enough.
You don't need to recommend it to me. I know I should go at some point. I just haven't found the time nor the money to go.
Oh, but you gotta go.
I know I do.
Oh, the history, the architecture, the food.
I know, it's all very tempting.
You haven't lived until you've had true Italian pizza or gelato.
I'm jealous, I can assure you.
The Colosseum alone is worth the trip. Oh, did you know that they would actually flood the Colosseum to have boat battles in there?
I didn't know that. What does this have anything to do with the body?
Oh, well, it doesn't anymore, but it did have something to do with the body when you mentioned Rome wasn't built in a day, and that was such a good phrase in my opinion, at least for describing the body. It keeps evolving, making it better for the next generations. It's never done. It was great. But then I just thought about Rome and the amazing pizza and the great time I had there and the pizza.
You already said pizza.
That's how good it is. Either way, you got me off track.
Okay.
But you really should travel more.
I know.
The body is capable of so many things. It's incredible. Like, did you know that the brain could store up to 2.5 million gigabytes? Your phone can only store like 32 to 512 gigabytes, and that's like, that's so much more.
With how many random facts you tell me a day, I believe it.
I gotta know how things work.
I know you do, Devin. But you're telling me, for example, you see a magic trick, and instead of just marveling at the illusion, you do everything in your power to figure out how it's done and ruin the trick?
I'm not ruining anything, my little sour cookie. It all goes back to the body and how every little detail goes into making something beautiful. To understand the handcraft and the showmanship of it all, it should be truly applauded, not just for accomplishing the feat, but how they did it as well.
How come?
Well, I want to give credit where credit is due. Like King Louis XI, he did a lot of things, but did you know that he was the one who invented, or at least was the one who issued the invention of the pool table? Who would have thought?
I wouldn't say the pool table really has that much cultural significance.
Well, that's what you say, until they eventually make interdimensional travel and you travel to a universe where the pool table has never been invented. And you'll see, or more so feel, just like a piece of you is missing.
I doubt it.
You'll see.
Don't you mean I'll feel?
Exactly.
You stress me out.
You know what stresses me out?
What's that, Devin?
The giant people controlling us.
Not this again.
Even if you don't believe in it, I do, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I still can't stop thinking about it. Every decision I make is controlled by a higher power. Doesn't that terrify you?
I've got a pretty good life. Even if I am being controlled by someone, they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, but what if that is just them making you think that?
Oh my gosh.
It's true. If they are controlling your every thought and movement, it stands to reason that they just make you think you're living a good life.
So?
You could be a completely different person. Even an even better person than you already are without this unknown entity holding you back. You could be less pessimistic about things, my disenchanted cupcake.
So you think I could be a completely different person without being controlled by this unknown being?
Well, not completely different, but different enough, you know? Like, sure, you could still be more or less you, but when every decision you've ever made wasn't actually yours to begin with, you gotta find out how you would actually make those decisions.
Is that why you were doing all that stuff when I first saw you?
I want to know that my decisions are mine.
You're really hung up on this. What can I do to help?
You know what? It's silly. I'm sorry I brought this up. Let's just forget about it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you positive? Because I'm
No,
willing to do
no,
whatever you
stupid.
need to help you.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
We're friends. We're supposed to help.
Can we please just forget about it? Can we forget about it, please?
Okay. I'm sorry for
okay.
pushing you.
It's okay.
A long pause of silence. Clover examines Devin, trying to figure out what's going on.
What you thinking?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Head empty.
Can I give you a hug?
The title curtain with Whatcha Thinkin comes down and the theme song plays again without the lyrics. Fade to black. Scene 5. Nick and Beck are backstage. Beck is fuming. Beck chucks Clover into their duffel bag in anger as Nick just sits there silently with his head in his hands.
What was that?
I don't know.
No, seriously, what was that?
I seriously don't know.
First, you bring up the whole giant people controlling us again,
I know.
which you promised you wouldn't.
I know.
And then you pretty much have a mental
I know,
breakdown.
I messed up again. I'm sorry, but when I play Devin, I don't think. I let Devin be Devin.
What do you mean you just let
it got
Devin
too
be
personal.
Devin?
I'm sorry. I don't think about it. I turn off my brain and I respond and I think like they would. What I'm about to say isn't actually what it occurs, but it's the best way that I can describe it. It's like Devin is. I don't try to hold Devin back. I just let them be their own person. But I am afraid that some of my own thoughts and feelings seeped into Devin today, and I'm sorry. Why I broke down, I don't have an answer for that, and again, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for giving you another chance. This is a very small production as it is, which means unlike a bigger show where if something gets messed up, they can recover, with something as small as this, there's little room for mistakes. One mistake could mean life or death for me and my family. Sorry, us. Wait, no, I'm not sorry. It's life or death for me and my child, Nicholas.
Beck, please, I don't know anyone else here.
What do you mean?
I'm not from here. I have no friends, no family. This show is the only thing that I have going on in my life right now. It's this, eating, going to sleep, maybe writing.
So let me get this straight. You live here in Connecticut, of all places, a place where you don't know a single person, and luckily got this job, and that's just that? Didn't you make any friends in college?
I mean, I tried, but I was so focused on building my career, and the friendships didn't last.
You don't have a single connection here.
No,
So what are you doing?
I'm doing this show, and I'm just trying to figure everything out. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love doing the show. It's just, it's not what I want to be doing the rest of my life.
You got debt or something?
Well, luckily, no. Oh, I was never going to go to college unless I was able to somehow go for free, one way or another.
You privileged little... I didn't go to college either, to be honest. Spent tens of thousands of dollars to pay for classes you could just get for free online through videos or just being brave enough to send an email to shadow another artist. I also had my kid right out of high school, so personally I couldn't do the whole going to college and being a single parent thing.
I was just lucky that I was able to do that. I never wanted to seem like I'm the privileged kid, but even though I'm sure that I'm not helping my case, but to survive, that was my only option.
What do you mean, your only option?
Well, it was everyone around me was just pressuring me to go to college, or otherwise I would be all out on my own.
Why haven't you just taken the risk and become on your own?
Because I want to follow my dreams, and frankly, I couldn't afford it without them. I've been so focused on my career that I've never really stuck with any job. I mean, this is my first professional puppeteering job. I finally got the ball rolling. I cannot give up now. I've put too much time and effort in to just give up on my goal.
What is that goal? What are you trying to achieve here?
Well, as the great Jim Henson once said, my hope here is to leave the world a little better for having been there.
And you want to do it through puppetry?
Yeah, that's how he did it.
Bull.
What'd you say?
Bull. I don't believe you.
It's the reason why I do
Is
this.
it?
Yes.
See, even with that, I still don't believe you. Tell me why you do this for real.
I am.
Why do you do this? Why do you do puppetry?
Because I love
Try
it.
again.
Well, because I'm
Still
passionate
not
about
buying
it.
it.
Because I'm good at it.
Sure, why are you
Because-
doing this?
Because
Why are you doing this, Nicholas?
Because my parents wanted me to do it. And I found success. But I can't get out of this hole that I keep digging myself into. Well, why do you do this?
It was when my kid, Jesse, was born. I would come home from work, and I was working at an auto shop and living in my parents' basement at the time. Was covered in oil and grease and just exhausted from the day, but I had to take care of the kid. I understand. The understanding was I was living with my parents, but we treated it like an apartment. So I still paid rent, and they had no responsibility of taking care of the baby except for when I was at work. But then it was just babysitting, so I still had to pay for everything. So Jesse and I were just laying on the floor of my parents' basement, and Jesse starts crying. I tried everything, rocking, bouncing, feeding, burping, changing the diaper, and nothing. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to disturb my parents. I then saw an old hand puppet from when I was a kid, and I picked it up and started playing with it, trying to entertain Jesse, and the crying stopped. The crying turned into giggling, and it was the happiest I've ever seen them. It felt so good to make them happy. So, I don't know. Maybe I've been just trying to chase that high ever since and make others feel that way.
I don't know what to say except I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm taking this thing that's just supposed to make people happy and I'm ruining it.
You're not ruining it.
Are you kidding me? I'm taking this show that's supposed to bring smiles to people's faces. I'm turning it into a psychological thriller.
It's okay.
It's not okay. It's not. I'm sorry.
Fine. I accept your apology. Is it okay now?
I guess.
Good. So what are we gonna do?
If you'll keep me, I'd very much like to stay on. At least until I found something else.
Are you looking for other things?
Every day I am looking on job boards for something.
How do you think your parents would take it when you, their precious little angel, tells them that they are ready to go off on their own? Be the big kid that you are, especially when it seems like they have a tight grip and want to keep it that way.
I think it would definitely deflammage them.
What?
Oh, deflammage. It's to get someone or something to, I guess, show their true colors. Revealing something in plain sight, to uncamouflage something.
That's not a word.
I'm making it a word.
Don't do that.
Why not? There's that whole book about that kid who made up the word. And it worked out for them.
Frindle?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember much about the book, but I remember the premise. Or, what about Shakespeare? Shakespeare made up words all the time, and now deflammage doesn't come to the top of your head when you think about that feeling, but it could. Like, do you think that everyone was on board when Shakespeare said that this seeing circle should be called the eyeball? It's like, I don't know, it's like the word majestic. You know, sure, you can use words like awesome or great or magnificent or grand or so on, but sometimes it's just so majestic to describe something and discovering something new about the world through a word. It's just, my mental health has really been at a low point since graduating college.
I don't know, man. I don't know what life advice you want to take away from your boss, but I don't think this is good for you.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that since they've done so much and they want to continue to help me, I should let them. I mean, if I don't, I'm not like broke, but I really wouldn't make it that far with the money I have in my name.
Listen, I'm still fairly new at this parenting thing. I mean, it's not nothing, but I still feel like I'm learning something new every day. I know whenever my kid does, as long as it doesn't hurt themselves or others, it's none of my business. They'll tell me what they want to tell me, and if they need my help, just like what my parents did for me, I'll do for them. Hopefully be a little bit more understanding than my parents, I would just really consider, if you don't want to be here, to just get a job, whether it's the dream or not, so you can be where you want to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I get it. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Buddy, none of us are. Sure, it's great when we have someone to hold our hand while we learn to walk, and if we could, we would never let go, and the parents would never want to let go either, whether they admit it or not, but you have to let go eventually to see if you can walk on your own. Without support, the only option is to succeed or die trying.
It's the dying part that's what I'm nervous about. But thank you, Beck.
Of course. I do have a question for you.
What's that?
You said you live with your parents, right?
Yeah?
But you just said you have no family here with you.
Yeah.
If you live with your parents, but you have no family here, I mean, I know you don't have the best relationship with your parents, but they're still your family. So I'm no detective, but then what's your actual living situation?
I have a one-bedroom apartment by myself. And while I use my money to pay for groceries, gas, and bills, they cover the rent.
I'm sorry, but why on earth did you say you live with your parents?
Because with all their input financially and what they think I should do when it comes to situations, with the apartment, it's practically like they live with me.
Yeah, sure, but why didn't you just say that?
Because I thought you would think that I'm more privileged. More than you already think I am, or something. I don't know.
Nick, you are very privileged, and there's nothing that's going to make me think otherwise.
I know.
Good. One last question for you.
What's that?
Devin and Clover are best friends, right?
Oh, yeah, I think they are, yeah.
I do too. Do you think you and I are best friends?
I don't know. Maybe. What do you think?
You're a great coworker, Nick.
You too. Oh, can I ask a question now?
Go for it.
Will I see you next week?
Yes, I'll see you next week. I will keep you on until I can find a replacement for you, but I am gonna start looking. So your clock's ticking.
Thank you. That's fair enough. I will take it. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, go learn to walk.
I will. Thank you again. Oh, and Beck,
Yeah?
you are a great parent. Jesse is the luckiest kid in the world.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you.
Nick exits. Beck stays behind. They go over to Clover to examine them. Beck is reminiscing when they created Clover, created this show, all the hard work they had put into it and all the memories created. Beck looks at Clover, pets them, and adjusts things on them, then gently puts Clover away. Blackout. Scene 6. A couple weeks later, backstage for Whatcha Thinkin. Beck and Nick enter in with their things at separate times and start getting ready for the show.
How's your weekend?
Short, not enough sleep,
Packing everything up?
stressing all about it.
Been there.
I feel like I'm running purely on stress.
It's good for you.
I know it is, but that doesn't stop it from being extremely scary.
I know. It's like you said, you're running. A runner at the starting line. Their heart racing, they're ready to run, but they can't start. Still getting ready to blast off towards their goal.
I assure you that I'm not going to be blasting off onto anything.
Come on, I was trying to be motivational and you turn it into a crude joke.
I'm sorry for setting you up. You also got to give me some slack because I think that I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep.
Oh my god, are you gonna be okay for the show?
Beck, I have never been more ready for one of these shows in my life.
Really?
I'm ready. I feel every emotion that you could possibly imagine, but mostly excitement. I am 24 years old and I finally feel like my life is starting.
I'm proud of you. How's the family taking it?
They're taking it.
What does that mean?
It means they're taking it. It means that they aren't necessarily proud or even excited, but they aren't fighting me on it.
That's something, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. How's my replacement?
It's gonna take some getting used to, that's for sure. I hate to admit it, but you're one of the best puppeteers I've ever worked with, so it was hard to find anyone even close to your skills.
Thank you. That really means a lot.
I know. In the end, I stopped looking at it as trying to find someone to replace you, and rather looked at it as a chance to explore and improve myself by taking someone I see that has potential and letting them grow and help guide them to a better career.
That's awesome, Beck. Hey, what did you mean by, I know?
The person who's stepping in your place, their name is Bo, and they're actually going to be in the audience today to pick up whatever they can from the performance.
Not like the show had enough pressure on it already.
It's going to be great. They're just watching to take some notes from a master. Me.
Am I doing the right thing? Like maybe I should stay a little bit longer. I could mentor Bo a little bit before I actually go. I could teach my little tips and my tricks. Maybe I could.
That'll be fine. I'll teach them anything and everything they need to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
You're not really worried about that. What you are worried about is what's going to happen next. And you're just trying to prevent it from actually happening. Even though deep down you know this is good for you and it should happen.
I'm just nervous.
I know, buddy. Just remember, this is what you wanted.
I do. I don't know. I don't know if I want it. How do I start making decisions for myself when I was never able to make decisions to begin with? How do I let Nick just be Nick?
Listen, Nick. You're kind, creative, passionate, and you know what you want. But not in a give it to me now kind of way, but in a I'm going to work my ass off and achieve this kind of way. You know where you're coming from and you don't let it define you. There's a difference between using your privilege and abusing it. Those privileged assholes that you worry you're being compared to, they suck. You don't. Most of the time. Nick, I don't like admitting this in fear that it'll blow up your ego, but you're a good person who's talented in their own right. You deserve to start living the life that you want to live.
Thank you. It really does mean a lot coming from you.
As it should. Because I don't give out compliments lightly.
I know, I'm a little worried. Are you sick or something?
Shut up. You ready?
Ready as ever.
Let's give them a show they'll never forget.
They each grab their respective pellets. Nick and Beck look at each other with an understanding in this glance. This was a necessary but temporary relationship, and after today, they most likely will never see or speak to each other again. Not because of a dislike for one another, but simply because these are two people who were never close to begin with, drifting apart. Beck exits. Nick stays behind for a moment, closes his eyes, and takes a breath. He comes out of it, and then Nick exits. Blackout. Scene 7. Lights come up, and we see the curtain with the logo of Whatcha Thinkin as the theme song is playing. The curtain rises, and we see Devin on stage. Devin has a crayon in his hand and is drawing. Clover enters in.
Hey, Devin. What you drawing over there?
Nothing in particular, just doodling, letting my mind run wild with its imagination.
What do you like to draw?
Creatures and monsters.
Why's that?
Well, I like drawing things that don't exist, creating something purely from my mind. Plus, it isn't real, so no one can say it's bad, because it doesn't exist, so that's how it's supposed to look.
That's fun. Can I see what you're drawing?
Sure.
You got a wide range here for sure. Both scary and friendly looking creatures. What's that one?
Well, that's an ice robber. It's a creature that's a scavenger that lives in the cold tundra setting. They use anything they can find for tools and clothes and food, and even the bones of other creatures.
What about this one?
Oh, that's a goo troop. They're pack creatures that survive in swamplands, and they thrive and get larger in areas of intense moisture. They're made of a gooey substance, but they're like sponges as they absorb and collect all the things around them.
Ooh. What about this one?
Oh, this is an alien from outer space. It is a parasitic alien. It controls the host and uses their body as a vessel to get all of the nutrients and whatever else it needs to survive.
Like one of those zombie ants.
What? Zombies aren't real, let alone zombie ants.
Yes, there are.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're called Orpheocordyceps unilateralis. They're a kind of fungus that likes to attach themselves to ants. They kill the ants and take control of the body until they get the right amount of growth to where they can reproduce and spread their seed.
That's disgusting and terrifying.
Yeah, it is. To think someone can control your lifeless body after you cease to exist just for their own gains and benefits to no one but themselves. It's awful.
Do you think that's what's happening to us?
What?
Do you think we're just lifeless bodies being controlled by a fungus or something?
Whatever these things are, I don't think they're out to control us. Not in a fungus taking over the world kind of way. I think it's the opposite. I think they give us life. They don't control who we are, but instead are just giving us the opportunity to live. They're our life support. They're like our parents. They give us life and they try to help us go down the right path, and sometimes it seems like they're controlling us, but not all the time, but sometimes they do. But it's just out of love and wanting what's best. Maybe it's trying to not let your child make the same mistake you did. Maybe it's just the fear of the unknown. But we all continuously grow and learn, and it's terrifying when you suddenly have to teach another person when you're not done learning yourself. That'll cause some mistakes. But it's up to the parents and the child to understand, because they're both still learning, and they both need some time to get it right.
Devin?
Yeah, Clover?
I think I want to see whatever is underneath us.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% on it, but if there is something down there, I think I want to know for once, rather than sit in blissful ignorance.
Okay. I don't really know how to make it appear. I've never done it before. When you did it by accident.
Right.
Yeah. That didn't seem to work.
Nope.
Well, I didn't need the confirmation.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew it didn't work from what I saw either.
Okay, my pungent sunshine. How do you suggest we do it?
Do it.
Do what?
What I did.
Okay. Here I go.
Devin starts running to the other side of the stage. Right before they get there, something stops them, and instead they fall down going behind the stage. Devin slowly comes back up and slowly turns to Clover.
What? What happened? Why'd you fall down instead of falling off like I did?
I was stopped.
Oh. By... Did you see it? What did yours look like?
Similar to yours, but not.
I need to see these things, Devin. You've seen them now twice, and I haven't seen them at all, and it's freaking me out.
Okay. Let's do what you said. We'll do what you did, but this time let's do it exactly like you did, but with me instead of you. Let's reenact that moment, but the roles are reversed. So you'll be me, and I'll be you.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So I was here.
And I was here.
Right, okay. And all right, so you were here, out of breath and resting, and little did I know you were faking it.
I wasn't faking it. I was out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying a new strategy that wasn't running around and using more energy when it obviously wasn't working.
Anyways, you were over here trying to trick me.
And you were over here talking about how the origins of tag could have either been creating a training game for the young or as a way to avoid getting sick in ancient Greece.
Yes, which I do agree with you. I think the training young theory holds more grounds than the
right
sick
as
theory.
you were right
I
there.
think at least you talked to me for just a moment before you bounce. Ugh.
Holy cow. You know, to be completely honest, with you, there was still a part of me that didn't believe you. But now seeing this, there's no denying it.
What? I can't hear you from down there! How did I get this high? Okay. Come on, buddy. Wake up. Clover. Oh, man. I had the craziest dream. I dreamt that you wanted to see those things underneath of us that were controlling us, and then I said a pretty moving and inspirational monologue about parenting that I hope someone wrote down or caught on tape because, man, was it good. We then reenacted what you did to reveal your creature, and then I fell off it, and instead of how you were lifeless, I was conscious. And then I saw them, and hey, where'd you go, Clover? Hey, okay, Devin, before you pass out, okay. Come on, wake up, buddy. Clover, you are not going to believe the dream. I guess the dreams I'm having at this point, I don't know, it's getting pretty meta. It's kind of like the 2010 Christopher Nolan film Inception, where you can't tell what's real anymore and what's in the false reality. But I had these dreams where you wanted to... Okay, not a third time, okay, hold on, there we go. What? Hi, Devin. Hi. It's nice to meet you face to face, or I guess so. You meeting me finally. I have known you for my whole life, but we've never spoken to one another. Hi. My name is Nick. You're the parasite controlling me! No, Devin, that's not what I am.
That's not what we are.
We?
Yeah. Both you and Clover are controlled by Nick and me. My name is Beck. It's nice to meet both of you.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that Devin is controlled. I sort of guide them.
Well, don't make me seem like a terrible dictator or something.
I'm just saying that both of our styles are very different. And so both are good. Some may be better than others, but still both styles are good.
So, what are you then? If you're not a spore-spreading fungus parasite.
Yeah, are you guys like the devil?
No, we are not the devil.
I can speak for myself, but I don't know about that one over there. The devil does like to make a deal or two.
I swear I'm gonna...
Swearing would be the devil's work. So, if you're not a fungus and you're not the devil, what are you? We're puppeteers.
What? Which would make you two puppets. You're telling me we're just these things of cloth and string, and you just control us? Essentially, yeah.
We are zombies then. Well, I mean, if you want to get technical about it, yes and no. I mean, the definition of a zombie is a corpse being revived by witchcraft, and the person who appears lifeless or completely unresponsible to the surroundings. Or actually, it's a tall mixed drink of several kinds of rum and liquor and fruit juice and, okay. I took a class in college that was literally called Zombies, Werewolves, and Other Supernatural Things. So I know a thing or two about zombies and werewolves and other supernatural things. The point is, you're definitely not a zombie.
What Nick is trying to get at is that it's something different.
Right, you're not lifeless zombies. You are wonderfully crafted pieces of art made to entertain and bring joy to an audience. You are a distraction from the grinding day-to-day of life, so that just for a moment, instead of thinking about work and paying bills and all of our hardships, for just an hour and 12 minutes, we can all be entertained and hopefully maybe even inspired.
Do we succeed? I don't know. You can be the judge of that yourselves.
Devin, Clover, Beck, and Nick look out at the audience. Nick is just happy he's finally doing this. Devin and Clover don't know what to take away from the audience. Beck begins to panic as they see the dwindling crowd.
I don't know if that answered the question, but at least someone showed up. Otherwise, you two would just be weirdos playing with dolls in a dark room. So what now? We ignore the fact that we have you two attached to us and you control us until we die? Making no thoughts or decisions on our own? Just be your little puppets, literally forever?
Are you gonna tell them?
Tell me what? Hey, so, I don't know what's going to happen to you. What do you mean? After today, I don't know what's going to happen to you. What do you mean? I mean that I am going away. I need a fresh start. Not just from here, but a fresh start in my craft. I need to let go and become my own person, and part of that means leaving here. I don't want to leave Clover. They're my best friend. You aren't leaving. Oh, well, that's good. But what do you mean? You stay here, but you're leaving. Yes. But I'm staying here. Yes. So today I'm going to die! No, not necessarily. What do you mean? Stop. What I mean is that, yes, I am leaving, and it's the best way to emotionally handle this big change in my life is to leave my life here behind and to take what I learned here to do something new and better. And that includes leaving you. Because quite frankly, if I keep you around, I might not ever leave. You know what they say, if you love something, set it free. Not if that thing is for sure going to die! Like I said, that might not be the case. We have somebody here that is going to take my place. Their name is Bo.
Bo, stand up and show everyone your lovely face.
A random audience member that is picked before the show stands up and waves at everyone, and then sits back down.
Yeah. So Bo is going to come and take my place, but it's yet to be decided if they're going to help guide you or maybe create their own character. So either I die or I become a completely different person. Again, not necessarily. I mean, yeah. Okay. So your voice, it's going to change a bit for sure. But hopefully Beck is going to work real hard with Bo and make sure that you are still the same goofball that you've always been. I mean, we all go through some change in our body at some point, right? Which is natural. Do I get a say in this? No. No, not really. I'm sorry, Devin. So, for my whole life, I've never been able to make a choice for myself. I never got to be my own person. That's not true. Yes, it is. You're literally speaking for me right now! It's just how it works, Devin. I just want you to know that every choice that you have made has been all you. Yeah, you're an extension of me, so every decision you make, there is a part of me in there, but I did everything in my power to make sure that I was not controlling you. That I was giving you life. I was guiding you. You are who you are partly because of me, but also because of yourself. That's life, Devin. Becoming your own person based on the building blocks of the people around you. How can you do this to me? care about me? Am I not enough for you? Can we not go into this new part of your life together? It's a little more complicated than that. How? How is it more complicated than that? I am so small. There's gotta be a way for you to just pack me up or something. I mean, it appears that I'm very small, at least compared to you. No offense. I'm taking. But it's not that. Then what is it? You just appear out of nowhere to basically say, you're my God, and I'm nothing without you, and yet then you're going to leave me behind. What didn't I do? I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll be whoever you want me to be, just don't let me die. It's not that, Buddy. It's don't call me Buddy! I'm sorry. I can't have you around. Why, though? I'll be whatever you want me to be. I don't want you to be anything that you aren't already. All I have done is to let you be you. I wouldn't change a thing about you, Devin. You are who I want to be. You are curious yet confident. You are confident in yourself. And I think that if I don't leave you behind, then I would just keep living through you instead of being what I want to be for myself. What if once I go to sleep, I never wake up? I'm sorry, I don't have an answer to that. Well, if this is it, then I want to say goodbye to everyone, just in case. Goodbye, is it Beck? Beck? Bart? Beck? I know we just met, but you scare me the most. So if we do meet again, I want you to give me fair warning before I see you. Hello, Bo. If you take over for me, I hope you get it right for me, and I hope that we get along. And if you don't want to take over and puppeteer me, and I understand. I hope you have a successful career. Goodbye, audience. I promise that this show isn't as dark and philosophical as the last couple shows have been. So, please keep on coming and recommend it to your friends. The Wild Antics will be back next time. Goodbye, Clover. As I said, you are my best friend. I couldn't have asked for someone better to feed my crazy brain with all the thoughts I have.
I do everything I can to not feed it.
I know, and you do a pretty lousy job at it. You're literally my entire world, Clover. Thank you for bringing life to it and for keeping me company.
Thank you for making this life not so lonely and boring.
And you. I'm mad at you. But I'm gonna miss you the most. I just discovered this big thing about who I am. I understand that you're ready to make a life for yourself, but at the same time, I just don't know if I actually understand and forgive you, or you're just making me think that so that you don't feel as bad about this situation. I assure you, either way, I feel nothing but terrible about this situation.
They do.
Okay, you're pushing yourself and getting yourself ready for the unknown, and I guess that's exactly what I'm doing. But hey, as you said, I'm an extension of you, so I'll always have that building block of you within me. And I will have that building block of you within me. Always.
Nick and Devin hug. Nick holds on tight, not wanting to let go, as he knows once they do let go, they're accepting their futures. Once Nicky does let go of Devin, they know that this will be a moment to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, but they aren't sure if they want to be a phoenix or the same bird that's been trapped in a cage all their life. Nick knows he has to do the same thing for Devin that he needs to do for himself, needs to let go. All the while, Devin is suffocating and tapping on Nick's chest. Nick realizes what Devin is trying to do and lets go.
Sorry. It's okay. I didn't want to let go either. Okay. I'm ready. Are you sure? Yes? Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. 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 I'm ready. Okay. Goodbye, Devin. I love you. I love you too. Goodbye, Devin.
Thank you, everyone, for coming, and thank you for staying, those who did. The very, very few of you who did. As you just saw, we have a very beloved member of our family leaving us today to do bigger and better things. We wish them the best of luck, and we welcome our newest member, Bo, with open arms. We are working very hard to see where we want to go with Whatcha Thinkin, and we can't thank you enough for your patience. We thank you again for coming out here today. See you soon, and remember to keep thinking.
Applause begins as both Beck and Nick give their respective bows. They both exit. You can hear the audience, the few of them, getting up and leaving while the lights are now slowly dimmed, and it's just Devin left alone on stage. It sounds like the last audience member has left. Devin comes to life. Devin looks around in disbelief that he's once again filled with life. Devin then looks at the audience and waves. Blackout. The end.
Hey there, friends, come gather round. We got some facts for you to spread around. We'll teach you stuff for close enough. No need to check, just trust in us. Whoops and wow, we bumble through, learning things that might be true. Think too hard, well, that's no fun. So take our word, then the work's all done. Drifting high, a thought appears. A question whispers in your ears. But hush now, friend, push down those fears. Whatcha thinkin'?